welcome to another installment of TED Excellence, the show in which I have never seen a poem as lovely as a tree. Or was it, how's it go? I don't think I shall ever see a poem as lovely as a tree with a checkbook. And I come to you live from my Corona bunker on the moon with Dogcat Fox, a Pepperjack, and all of you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Thursday. Beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Nearly the end of the week. Not quite. The penultimate day of the week, the work week. Here we are, you and I, together to enjoy another rousing edition of Off-Brand TED Talks. It's too hot out. It's way too hot out. This is like ranting monkey weather. He loves this stuff. I am not built for it. I am not built for it. I don't know about you, but fall and that chill air can't come quickly enough for me, but oh well. Sooner rather than later we'll get there. But before we get into what is going on tonight, who's joining me on this beautiful Thursday evening? Noah Asensio, hello. Jaeger Pony, hello. Michael Caruza, hello. Matt Barnes, hello. Jenny Milquist, hello. Geeverdam, hello. Zeke Weiss, hello. PieGuy07, hello. Somnamnul Nation, hello. Ken Elliott, hello. Mike R, hello. Tall Person, hello. Tyrannus Alexandrius Invictus Soul, hello. Big Dave 1066, hello. Spider-Man, hello. JMK, hello. Who else is here as chat jumps in front of me? Of course it does. Joshua Montgomery, hello. Ebony Williams, hello. Jack Frost 7548, hello. Roger Reynolds, hello. Megan Ring, hello. Debate Fly, hello. Robert Pincus, hello. Cannibalistic Wizard, hello. And Duolingo, hello. Will you teach me Spanish? And for anybody who joins late or anybody lurking, hello, and I hope you're doing well. So, yes, today we have a special one, I think. I'm looking through all the TEDx's the last couple of days that have been posted. No other title jumped out at me with a bigger WTF than this one. And it might be just an automatic WTF moment. I don't know. We'll find out together. But apparently we're going to learn about an interspecies metaverse where trees own bank accounts. I'll say that again for those in the cheap seats. An interspecies metaverse where trees own bank accounts. When I was in college, I took a elective linguistics class just to fill up space or something. And I remember in the course of that, they played a video about I think it was a deaf school in somewhere in South America. I may be getting it slightly off, but either way, it was not a well-funded deaf school, and so they actually didn't teach sign language, or they were underfunded or did a bad job of it, so the kids taught themselves their own sign language over time. They actually made up their own language, which was interesting. And in the course of this documentary, they had, explaining linguistics and the development of language, they had a segment that starred George Carlin talking about language. He was like extolling the virtues of language and how much he loved language and he loved the magic of words. And he said that one of the most magical thing about the English language was he could come up with a sentence that right in that moment that had never been before spoken by any human in the history of mankind. And he just belted out a sentence of words. I don't remember what it was. It made kind of some sort of sense. It was structured correctly, but it was just this random assortment of words. And he's like, that's the first time and perhaps the only time anyone will ever say that in the history of mankind. That's what I thought of when I saw this title. I don't know that particular series of words has ever been put together before in the history of humankind. So with that in mind, let's find out what it's all about. Tonight's bingo card is bingo card C. C as in confuzzled. You'll find the links to the bingo cards in the description below. But with that out of the way, a couple more hellos, and then we'll get into it. Simon Willikins, hello. Ostzan, hello. Who else is here? Did I miss somebody? Maybe I didn't. Johnny Blaze, hello. Shio Gorath, hello. Burgid, hello. And has anyone seen Lexi Mads? No? Oh well. Austin P, hello. All right, so with that all out of the way, let's get into it. This one is a relatively short TEDx presentation, only clocking in at about 7 minutes, so this might be a short episode of TED Excellence, but either way, Let's find out what it means to have an interspecies metaverse where trees have bank accounts. I don't know that sentence is ever going to leave me. I'll start off with a few seconds for a sound test. You guys tell me if you can hear it, and then we will proceed.
Hello, my name is Cecilia Tom, and
Hi, Cecilia. I'm Scribe. You guys hear that all right? Let me know in the chat. Pissed Off Shih Tzu, hello. Sounds wunderbar, says some Nam Nom Nation. Sounds good, says Mike R. All right, well, with that, let's see what Cecilia has to say for us. I think I cut her off in the middle of a word, so I'll back up slightly.
my name is Cecilia Tom, and I'm the founder of Futurity Systems.
Oh, the founder of Futurity Systems. Okay, well, let's go to the bingo card. I think we already have a sales pitch for a product or a service. I'm just going to guess. Maybe I'm being presumptive, but I'm going to guess. Let's see. Let me get it all set up here. So first we're going to circle sales pitch for product or service off to the right there. And also circle free space for the sake of fun. And let's go over the bingo card one time just to make sure we know what we're keeping our ears open for. Plays victim, leaves out vital context, weightless example, anecdote that probably never happened, benevolent condescension, self-vilification or wretchedness, feminism, childhood or family anecdote, privilege, microaggressions, unconscious bias, patriarchy, wage gap, mind reading or assumes motives, attempt to coin new buzzword or buzz phrase. Interspecies metaverse might just already qualify. We'll wait on that though. Word salad, I wouldn't be surprised. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Marginalized marginalization. Contradicts own point or argument. Systemic, institutional. A list. That's going to be a formal list, which we might get with cue cards. White supremacy. Argumentative non sequitur. And collectivizes own demographics. So keep your ears open for those, and we'll see what happens.
Let's get started with this topic that I'm very interested in. It's called Interspecies Metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanna talk about autonomy. You and I and everyone, we all have full autonomy. We do many things all the time.
Full autonomy? Well, some could argue we don't have full autonomy. Do we actually have free will? I don't know.
But what happens when we give plant autonomy?
I mean, the title, I can't be surprised. The title told me ahead of time, but yeah, what does happen when we give plants autonomy? I honestly have no idea. I start thinking about some really bad sci-fi movies from the 50s or something. Thank you, Mr. Tickletrunk, for the happy, smiley, dancy, lovely dog cat fox. Oh, dog cat fox.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, dog cat fox. Thank you, Mr. Tickletrunk. Appreciate it. Yes, what do we do about plant autonomy?
And what does that even mean?
Yes.
And so I am a crazy plant lady.
Well, points for, self-deprecation. I appreciate that.
I have many, many plants at home. Mm-hmm. And so one day in the office, we decided to bring live this thing.
Plants on wheels. Okay.
We called it Herbie. Now, Herbie is our plant bot.
Herbie, is that like Herbie the love bug or like herbivore, or is there some other like Latin term that refers to plants that I can't think of right now that starts with herb? Herbiscus or something? I don't know.
Herbie has all sorts of sensors on him. Then we haven't quite figured out what gender to give Herbie. But Herbie is full of sensors. They have water sensors, pH level, light level, 6 different sensors that measures Herbie's health. We also put Herbies on wheels, and we wanted to test to see what Herbie can do.
So you installed a Fitbit and placed it onto a Roomba. Okay.
And when we're talking about plant autonomy, we're actually talking about giving plants and giving Herbie some level of decision-making capabilities.
It was bound to happen.
What? What is that? What the fuck is that?
I really hope that this is all some kind of weird metaphor, you know? It's all some kind of abstract.
So Herbie can decide on, for example, if he wants to go for water because the water sensors indicate that he needs water, he will go to the water source. And if Herbie wants to get light, he will navigate and go to the light source. Now, Herbie also have different friends. Here you're seeing Minty, and Minty also have different sensors attached to him. We in fact have a whole entire army of different plant bots connected to these sensors.
I'm sitting here with my mouth slightly agape, just... Okay. And is it just me, or does this little symbol down in the bottom corner, is that just a little too close to the Umbrella Corporation, or maybe that is just me?
Now, we keep pushing and asking, what else can we give, decision making to these plant bots? And we started to ask ourselves, now, if Herbie can move around, and Herbie has, say for example, tomatoes, can Herbie come to you and say, do you want to buy my tomatoes?
Okay, I can't believe I'm even taking this somewhat seriously. You've just told us that the plant is not making decisions. You have external sensors that are fulfilling conditions you have pre-programmed into the thing. Herbie isn't saying, I need water. You're just measuring the amount of moisture or water in the thing. Herbie's not saying, I need sunlight. You're just measuring the light, filtrating through the dome or whatever. So, I think you've already lost before you've begun, but what do I know? Thank you, Keeverdam. Fastest WTF so far. Would you believe it? Yeah. I have no idea why that took so long to play. I clicked it and it thought about it for a second, but that was a long delayed rim shot, so there you go. Thank you, Keeverdam. Yes, I made a few plant puns in the announcement for this episode on Twitter. Feel free to continue. I'm not going to stop you. Hopefully my rim shot sound effect will play quicker than the last time. Thank you, Keeverdam, very much for your generosity and for the dad joke. I won't assume your gender. Wait, I already have. Never mind.
Now, sounds crazy, but...
You're right. It does sound crazy. Because you just told us that you're... You know what? I'm going to circle contradict's own pointer argument. Because, yeah, plant autonomy is just you setting sensors to do certain things, not the plant making any... Anyway.
If Herbie can sell tomatoes and Herbie can make money selling tomatoes, can Herbie have a bank account? And if Herbie can have a bank account, can Herbie buy things and be a property owner, can even vote in the future? Can Herbie have rights?
The answer is no to all of those things. Because unless you've got some amazing argument to supplement what you've already told us, you already dunked your own concept with the explanation of the apparatus you've surrounded the plant with. The plant isn't doing anything. You have programmed sensors to accommodate for different levels of input, and that's it. It's like you've attached a brain to a vegetable. Actually, it's literally attaching a brain to a vegetable and then saying that the vegetable's doing all the work. Okay.
And that got us all started thinking about, how we can transition and even bring forth this idea of, let's say, interspecies transactions or economy.
I love this so far just for how wacky it is.
Right. So this started out as a thought exercise, but we really wanted to bring it to life.
Who's we, by the way? Do you see the others in the room with us right now? Do they speak to you when you're sleeping?
And we thought the best way to approach this is to think about how to convert it into a digital twin.
Oh, the digital twin. We did hear about that from the first Metaverse video I did. or the first Metaverse TEDx talk I looked at. Yes, digital twins, where you have this electronic version of yourself that is working and somehow earning money and doing things and having its presence sold or monetized while you're just sitting around drinking Mai Tais or something.
And that's exactly what we did. So we have a whole entire body of army of different plant bots. We have Ivy, we have Herbie, we have Minty, and they're all, remembered, they're all connected to these different sensors. And what we did was that we paired these different sensors readings to a rendering of a tree. So for example, the water level then will dictate the leaf color, or the pH level will dictate the height of the tree.
So it's like a really glorified mood ring?
And so what you're actually seeing is the biostatus, or the data visualizations of the health of the plant itself. And then what we did was we turned them into NFTs.
Oh no! Well, that's an attempt to coin new buzzword buzz phrase right there. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts. Oh, okay. And you know what? Just because I'm me and this is my show, I'm going to make a pun within a pun and say that phrase on screen right now constitutes a word salad.
Bringing them into the metaverse in this project called the Plantiverse. And so we created 500 of these different NFTs, each individually being dictated into a particular biostasis and health status.
You know, I can just pause the video at any point now, take a screenshot, and now I have a copy of your NF tree. What are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do then? What if I use that as an avatar somewhere? What happens then?
Of the tree itself.
Yeah, the tree itself. Good gravy. Thank you, Ebony Williams. Is this woman striving to be the new age Poison Ivy? Ooh, there's an idea. Yeah, what if Poison Ivy got into the metaverse? What if Poison Ivy got into NFTs? That's a good what if. Except that what if is Marvel and not DC. It'd have to be like an Elseworlds thing, I guess, for DC. That's their sort of what if thing. Now here's the other question, and one that I don't think is too far off the mark to ask. Is this a put-on? I mean, I want to believe that everything this lady is saying is real, in the sense that she actually believes in all of this, and it's something that somebody's actually trying to turn into a business, as ludicrous and ridiculous as it is, but could this be one big joke? One big satire? I don't know.
And so we're selling these NFTs into our platform in the Plantiverse under the Solana blockchain.
It's all one big NFT scam, guys. And okay, for legal reasons, all I can say is that it seems to me to be a suspicious monetary investment. Okay? But all that being said, most NFT projects right now, because it's the Wild West, because it's unregulated, because blockchain stuff is so shady, yeah, this might not be a wise financial investment. Let me just put it that way. Thank you, Chicago Mike. This woman is the new cure for insomnia. I don't know. I'm kind of on the edge of my seat to see where this goes. Because first we had autonomous plants. Now we have NFTs being sold for a quasi-metaverse of sensors that they've set up around ferns. I'm really curious to see what else can happen, because we've gone from robotic plants to computer-generated products inside of 3 minutes. So who knows what happens in the next 3 minutes?
Because they are carbon neutral.
Oh.
It wouldn't make any sense to be selling, NFTs into a non-sustainable chain.
Oh, of course not. No, you wouldn't want to sell your digital imagery into a non-sustainable chain, because they're carbon neutral. Save for all that electricity that's necessary to actually render the things into existence in the first place and maintain them over the course of the lifetime of its sale through the blockchain on servers across the world. Yeah, it's carbon neutral. It doesn't... Yeah, okay.
And currently, we're trying to build the first plant-governed DAO so that they can decide on how the funds will be distributed.
What? Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Right?
I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm with every passing moment now. I don't know where this is going next. Robotic plants, NF trees, and a plantiverse, and now governed by the plants. Is that what I'm understanding her to have just said? Thank you, Mike R. Diese Frau ist Batscheiße. Don't you mean Fledermaus-Scheiße? Der Fledermaus? Ja? I don't know. Maybe not. I might be making that up. I made up a lot of German when I was in German class in high school. Ich habe Kokain geschniffen. Let's read this. Plants in the Metaverse. Website description. Plantiver.se. When humans buy an NF tree artwork, the money goes to support legal work to expand their rights. Greening initiatives for reforesting and rewilding lands clear-cut by humans, and other sustainability programs that benefit the plant kingdom. Exactly how those funds are distributed is also determined by plants. With their digitally augmented senses manipulating financial tools instead of artistic ones. We have created a distributed autonomous organization, DAO, or DAO, with the plants in charge. Humans owning the art are welcome to participate in an advisory role. Is this real life? Thank you, Keldrig. This is how we unlock the secret Plant Overlords bonus ending for Earth, the video game. Yeah. Yeah, or maybe this is, I don't know, maybe this is the next step in... Ooh, imagine hooking this up to Farmville, guys. Oh, man. Imagine if you could integrate Farmville into this. Just imagine what horrors we would unleash. Thank you, Keldrig. Details of the DAO. Plantiverse builds on the pioneering work of legal activists in the field of non-human personhood, also called rights of nature. They have succeeded in getting legal status for animals, forests, rivers, and other natural resources, giving them the legal standing to protect themselves from human abuse and even sue when they are damaged. I was not expecting to learn this much tonight, guys. I don't think you were either. The plants will decide what to do with the funds. And the human beings who have actually bought the NF trees are welcome to participate in an advisory role. Okay.
And so the way this is going to work, and we're still in the plans of making it.
Yeah, no, I know you're in the plans of making it because this makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Is that the sensors will then be paired in the decision making in where the funds will go.
Okay. Oh man. Oh, I'm so glad I picked this. I needed this today. My mood has been so oppressed by heat. I needed this.
So the water sensors, if the reading is low, then will dictate the funds to go towards initiatives that are favorable into investing into water initiatives.
Their water will always end up being low because they're plants. Thank you, Chicago Mike. I remember the scene where Rafiki was holding up a tree at the beginning of Lion King. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the words are. I don't know what the words are. Thank you, Mike. Okay, so if a plant's water gets low, well, what about this? What if, all the plants that are involved in this decision-making process, this executive board of trees or something, well, what if the little plant doesn't need as much water as the big plant, right? But they've both been given the same amount of water. So does the big plant that needs more water, does he have a bigger voting stake than the plant who doesn't need that much water? I mean, does each plant have an equal vote? What if the plants that have plenty of water say, we don't need that much water, let's put more initiatives into solar, right? Well, then do the big plants that need more water, do they then just shrivel up and die for the good of the majority that needs sunlight? How does all this work? How do you maintain, a majority rule, but with a respect to minority rights amongst the ficus?
And so this is our project. We're currently in the second iteration of the plantiverse, bringing them into a 3D form. We're creating these AR trees that people can bring home. And not only that, we have a software, we have a web app that people can navigate and see these AR trees. They can buy these trees. And then through our instant wallet, these trees will be sitting on their phone. And when they arrive home, they can geofence and place these NF trees right in their own home. And
Okay. After this show, there's a particular YouTuber I want to send this to. I really want him to know this exists, even if he doesn't do a video on it. I'm going to send this to Kira TV, just so he can have a laugh, because he's really into NFT stuff and scams and blockchain things, amongst several other subjects, but recently he's been much into NFT stuff, and I think you get a kick out of this. I can buy an AR computer-generated tree that was generated by plants, sending their sensor information off to something, and I can have it in my home. I can place it in my home, so every time I turn on my smartphone, I can swivel around and see a goopy-looking tree floating in the alternate reality of my apartment. Oh, boy.
And they can come back and use the AR app to see these trees in their own home.
Oh, well, boy, you sold me. Where do I sign up? Who do I make the check out to? Oh, sorry. Which genus of plant do I make the check out to? Because obviously you're not getting the money out of this, right? This is all going into a trust for the plants, right? Thank you, Jeanette E. Hellis. All I heard, NF trees, and I knew it was dumb. I agree. I really hope this is real. But also a part of me hopes that it's a complete satire, because that would be brilliant if it is. Because this is something I could believe somebody put together in the Wild West that is the NFT Metaverse blockchain space right now.
And so we also started expanding this project, putting sensors into the ocean, for example. We call this NFCs.
God. Oh, this is too good.
We're also putting sensors
No, you didn't.
into beehives and get what we're calling it. We're calling it NFBs.
Oh no! This is a joke, right? This whole thing is a setup. This whole thing has got to be satire. There's no way. Thank you, Cryptic. Why? Can I go back to the 90s where the Crips and the Bloods were the problem and I had to duck from drive-bys? Yeah, I'd prefer that to now. I mean, if this is the worst thing we have to complain about right now, I think we're doing okay. But all the same, this is a joke, right? This has to be a joke. Okay. If this is a joke, and I really hope that it is, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't. But if it is a joke, kudos to our speaker and the creative team behind putting this together, because this takes the cake. This really does show and underscore the ridiculousness of the NFT marketplace right now. Thank you, Michael Caruza. This is the video that's going to make me end it all. No. Okay. First off, no. Second off, no. And third, it's a joke. It's got to be a joke. Now, wait while someone in chat goes and checks this out on the intertubes to see if this is an actual company and if they actually mean it. Or someone's done some research, because I would love to find out the truth behind this.
We're extending this project also to mushrooms. Here we're changing a little bit the nomenclature. We're going to call this project non-fungible fungi.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, this is a joke. Okay. I love it. I love it.
But we really wanted to, start mapping all of these different digital twins into the metaverse so that they can become a part of our society through the metaverse.
This reminds me, and again, if this turns out to be a legitimate, air quotes project, okay, but you guys ever see or hear of the activist group called the Yes Men? Or see their documentaries or whatever? This reminds me of like a Yes Men kind of gag. Because it's just close enough to reality to be believable, but then it starts taking a turn. Thank you again, Michael Caruza. No, we do not need fungal intelligence. We already have it. We already have it. Don't you know that one of the largest living organisms on the planet is just this field somewhere that's just one big network of mushrooms and mold and stuff? It's coming for us. It's all coming for us.
And not only so, we're also creating a digital greenhouse where these trees could live. This is our project called SOFT, which stands for the Store of Future Things. And in this store, the store is empty. As you walk in, there's no stock, there's no inventory, because we sell future things, and these future things are digital things like our NFTs, and through the app, they could see these different objects suspended in air.
Oh man, I love this. I love it. Whether it's real or a satire, either way, I love this.
We're also selling other NFTs and digital assets like digital clothing and digital art. And this is a store that is physically located in Barcelona. We're opening different branches worldwide.
Okay. Is this not a put on? Come on.
Really welcoming people to come see and experience these digital assets.
Look at this. Here's the thing. This is exactly what the metaverse would have to operate like, wouldn't it? The way people are describing it these days, this is how it would have to be. You're all standing in an empty room with goggles on your head.
In AR, also in VR. And we're really envisioning this world where these digital things could become a part of your life. And one of the reasons why we're really heavily invested in this is because we are trying to understand if we can separate what's called essential shopping versus hedonic or pleasure shopping.
Why not both?
So essential shopping is your sustenance, is your rice, is your food.
Well, what if I take pleasure in food? What are you going to do then? What if I eat a plant? What are you going to do then?
Versus your hedonic pleasure eating, pleasure shopping is your vase, your 500 pair of shoes that you don't need. If we can separate these things and we can replace all of the pleasure shopping with digital goods, maybe we can be more responsible consumers.
Yeah, because, when I want to go out and buy a nice comfy pair of shoes, well, why do that when I can get myself a digital representation, a digital twin of the shoes I want to buy, and put on my goggles, look down at my feet, and just see my shoes there? That's great. Let's go hiking now. No.
And we don't have to waste natural resources. We don't have to waste the things that are just purely giving us pleasure and not sustenance. So with that, I thank you, all of you, for listening. And please come help us grow the plantiverse.
Okay. I really need to find out if this is real. Plantiverse. No. I forget what the name of the company was at the beginning of this. Hold on. Let's go back real quick. Because she said the name of it at the beginning.
Hello, my name is Cecilia Tam, and I'm the founder of Futurity Systems.
Futurity Systems. Futurity Systems. Futurity Systems. Futures as a service. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna... Whoa, that is a crazy, messed up website. Oh, it's probably because I have it collapsed, huh? Yeah, I have my window collapsed to be able to get all these little panels on the screen. There we go. Okay, here. I will share this for everyone's edification. 1 second here. Let me... if this is going to screw everything up, of course. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. Okay. Yeah, it's a little goofy, but then this whole thing is kind of goofy. We engineer futures. There's the logo. Okay, well, they have a real website. From research and foresight to design and prototyping, we help your company find growth opportunities, wink wink, nudge nudge, de-risk innovation, and accelerate your journey to tomorrow. Hello. Are you looking to tackle uncertainties? Launching a long-term, impact-oriented innovation moonshot factory? Why, yes I am! Looking for ways to validate and gain insights? Need to create new products and services that are future-proof? Build resiliency in your company? Create the culture of future visions and future making in your company? Find out how. What we do. Futurity science equals innovation radar plus research. Database summary analyses and artifacts based on scientific papers, patents, press, and other leading indicators. Megatrends. Learn more about the most powerful transformative forces that will change the global economy, business, and society. Design-built futures prototyping. We gain future insights via rapid prototyping to communicate, receive feedback, and test specific functionalities to future-proof and validate far-horizon products and services. Synthesizing futures training. A 4-step future... Okay, well, I'm going to circle a list right there. This is still the TEDx, guys. This is still a TEDx. I don't care. This is still a TEDx. A 4-step future-focused multidisciplinary approach to tackle uncertainties, understand emerging company needs, communicate your vision, accelerate development, and plan a roadmap to future growth. Soft. Store of future things. Coming soon, our public-facing storefront in Barcelona, located on Calais Bayonne 11, will showcase the latest digital goods as well as our future artifacts from non-fungible plant to electronic food. Oh, and there it is! Is this... Oh, wait, no. This is a different thing. This is a different video. Domestica. Designing the future. Okay, you know, if this is a put-on, if this is one big satire, they've gone to a great lengths to make it look legitimate, or at least quasi-legitimate. Dare I click to find out how? Should I click to find out how, guys? I'm only 40 minutes into what is usually at least an hour-and-a-half long show, so of course I'm going to find out how. Our talented and diverse... Ooh, well, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Circling that one on the board. Okay. Our talented and diverse team of data scientists, industrial designers, and entrepreneurs have worked in dozens of corporate and non-commercial moonshot programs in almost every industry with corporate venture capitalists, product developers, and R&D teams. All right, principal and future synthesist. Cecilia Mose Tam. Principal strategy synthesist. Mark Bunger. or Bunger. Data scientist Nuria Albo. Artifact designer Magda prototype roboticist David Tina. Our partners Soul Machines, Outsmart Insights, and Primer. Oh, Primer, you mean the guys that created the Accidental Time Machine? Wait, that's a movie, but, you know. If you haven't seen Primer, by the way, whoa! That was somebody motorcycling their engine. Yeah, Primer, really good, low-budget sci-fi movie. Very, it doesn't lead you around by the nose. You gotta watch it like 2 or 3 times. It doesn't insult the audience's intelligence that expects them to think. Here's one way to contact us. Oh, you mean I can't get you through the grapevine? You get it? Given the context of every... Okay, I mean, I tried. Okay. Again, if this is a satire, if this whole thing is a put-on, kudos. But it doesn't look like it. This seems to be far too involved. But, anyway, now I'll just take comments from you guys, because, I don't have much of a show left after this. I don't know exactly what to do after this. Well, I guess I should bring up the bingo card. Let's bring up the bingo card at least. Let's do that real quick, so we're not completely missing out on the point of this show, if there's a point on this particular episode. Okay, well, there's the bingo card as I have it. Let me... Oh, that's awfully small. Let me I zoom in on that. Is that gonna work? It's a little bit too big. Let's bring that down just a smidge. Okay. That works. Okay, there's the bingo card as I have it right now. I'll go over it one more time, in case I missed anything, and then I'll ask you guys for input. Plays victim? No, not really. Leaves out vital context? Yeah, like the whole economy of plants making decisions and things. That, wasn't quite sure about that one. So let's update that there. Weightless example. I mean, literally, their Museum of Future Things or whatever, or Store of Future Things, weightless examples. Yeah, your NFTs floating in the AR space. I know I'm being unserious here, but this was not a very serious presentation. Anecdote that probably never happened. She didn't really give any anecdotes. I mean, I have no reason not to believe at this point in time that there isn't an empty space in Barcelona they've rented out, not having to furnish or anything. So, yeah. Benevolent condescension. NFBs. Non-fungible fungi. I mean, I don't know if it's benevolent, but it's awfully silly. I'll leave that one. Self-vilification or wretchedness? No. Feminism? No. Childhood family anecdote? No. Privilege? I guess. I don't know. I don't think so. Microaggressions, unconscious bias? No. Patriarchy? No. Wage gap? I mean, my brain is melted, guys, thinking this entire thing over. Mind reading assumes motives. Yes, the plants. Assuming that they are taking part in their own movement or budgeting or marginalization. I don't know. Do you think plants have been marginalized, that we need to give them autonomy? Actually, you know what? That's actually a pretty good argument. You know, plants need autonomy because they've been denied this for far too long. They've been marginalized. They've been put on the sidelines of humankind and the rest of living beings that have brains and stuff. So, sure.
Oh, won't somebody please?
Bingo. B-I-N-G-O.
Okay!
Right?
Our first and perhaps only bingo, but let's continue. Systemic institutional. I mean, the entering plants into the economy. Yeah, I'm being a little loosey-goosey here, but whatever. White supremacy, no. Argumentative non sequitur. The NFTs? I mean, I guess that was an extension of the plants trying to sell or monetize their existence. I don't know. Collectivizes own demographic. What demographic would our speaker fall into that was even brought up in this? Like, plant crazy people? Crazy plant lady? Yeah, you know what? Crazy plant lady. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to circle that for crazy plant lady. Sure, why not? I've kind of thrown up my hands in the air for this one, so why not? Okay, well, there's the card as I have it. We have one bingo, perhaps others. I don't know. You guys tell me. Oh, boy. Johnny Hellcat, wage gap. Plants do get paid a lot less than humans. Well, they get free room and board. But, I don't know. What do you guys think? Keeverdam, systemic. That's what this is going to turn into from now on, isn't it? Oh, okay. Sure, why not? Asan, the plants are taking root in the economy. Keep them coming, guys. I'm sure there's tons of them. Ginger Power, I'm sure this is backed by Dr. Pamela Isley. Oh, well, who might that be? I have no idea what that name means. Tyrannus, there was a scribe light that played a game and TEDx Bingo was the name-o. B-I-N-G-O and TEDx Bingo was the name. Did you run out of characters there? Or wait, name-o. There you go. That works. Scrappy, systemic, not knowing what you're doing till you get smacked. Okay, not sure. Asan, describe as self-vilification, you call yourself a crazy plant lady. Oh, well... Sure, why not? Yeah, sure, why not? You know, because at this stage of the game, it's already a WTF. I've already kind of written this thing off as insanity or a joke. I'm not quite sure which. Maybe a little bit of both. Sure, why not? Let's see. Vera of Ashmedai, insert plant pun here. You should have just said, take away the word insert, and that would have been a double... Never mind. Yes. Or fertilize plant pun here. I don't know. What am I doing right now? I don't know anymore. Root cause analysis. Is that a pun? Is that... Yeah, sure, what? These puns are unbelievable. This is what the show is now, guys. This is the show. This is TED Excellence tonight. Okay. The TEDx is Deadwood. If only the TEDx were Deadwood. If Al Swearingen suddenly showed up and told me what for, you know, if Calamity Jane was here stumbling around drunk, you know, I might have a better time. I really might. You're a Vashmai. Man, she really did break your brain. Hey, you know, I didn't know what to expect. I got a lot more out of this than I thought I would, because apparently this is real, and I am going to send this along to Kira TV just to let him know this exists, because he should know this exists, just for fun. And, yeah. Okay, guys, well, I'm just going to be, like, filling up time, because I got nothing else. Except for some programming notes for your edification and enjoyment, perhaps, hopefully. Into the chat right now, I am putting the link to a show that is upcoming this Sunday. There will be no Sunday stream as you might know it this coming Sunday. Instead, at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, will be the first episode of what I'm hoping will become a series called Living on Borrowed Crime, a live stream interview / talk show where I bring on true crime content creators to talk about cases they're interested in, or the passion of the genre that the passion they have for the genre they're working in, and just, war stories of doing true crime stuff and other type things. My first guests for this first show will be In Human Form, All Fuzzed Out, and Stay Awake. All three are true crime content creators on YouTube. If you go over to that link I put in the chat, you will find all of their links in the description, and you can check them out before we talk to them on Sunday. Remember, that's Sunday on this channel, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And beyond that, I did a She-Hulk episode 2 review earlier today. It might be worth watching more so than the episode itself. You be the judge. And also, I don't say this often enough, but I'm going to say it now. If there is a content creator out there that you appreciate, whether it's me or someone else, please, please, please like what you see by clicking the like button, share what you see by sending it out on social media, and if you really like that stuff, subscribe to it. And when you share the stuff that you like, if you can, let the content creator know that you've done so, because I personally love to see when that happens, and if I see it, I do my best to thank you guys personally, because I appreciate it very much. So, with all of that being said, I want to thank you all for joining me for this journey into the plantiverse. I look forward to plants investing in the stock market. STALK market. Yeah, the celery stalks at midnight, Bunicula. Anyway, never mind. I'm an 80s kid. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Moderators, thank you for keeping an eye on things, even though everyone here is so well behaved. You have very little to do. Everyone who donated, either to myself or to the GoFundMes, which I again forgot to mention earlier in the show, at the top of the chat box, for our friend Shady Grin, Angry Illinoisian, and his kitten. Thank you so much for your generosity. Really do appreciate it. With that, I hope you all have a good rest of your Thursday. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Hope you have a good weekend. I hope to see you on Sunday for the new show. And I hope you are all safe and well. If you are not well, please get well soon. And I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.